If you've been injured in a car accident in Illinois, one of the first questions people ask is, how much is my case worth? Here's how that's determined. I'm Zach Anderson. I'm a co owner at 217 Law with my sister. And at 217 Law, we help people across central Illinois who've been injured in car accidents. So, one thing that affects the value of a car accident case is your medical treatment. Insurance companies look closely at the type of your injury, how long you treated, whether you followed recommendations from your treaters, and what, if anything, are your permanent injuries. Second, economic damages, things such as medical bills and lost wages play a role. If you missed any work, um, that increases the potential value of a claim because lost wages are recoverable damages under Illinois law. And then the amount of your medical bills, the amount that you were charged, is a damage that's included in every claim. Documentation for these things are critical. Um, Medical bills obviously are obtained typically from the medical providers, but it's important to keep documentation, any documentation you have regarding any potential lost wages. Third, fault plays a major role. If you in Illinois, if you aren't at fault, then your claim's a lot easier because fault won't be an issue. If you are partially at fault in Illinois, then your recovery is reduced by your percentage of fault. So that obviously impacts the value of a claim. If, for example, your claim was worth for a jury were to award $100,000 and but finds you 20% of fault, then your damages are reduced by 20% down to $80,000. And if you're more than 50% of fault, under Illinois law, you're probably not going to recover anything. Fourth, insurance policy limits can impact what is realistically recoverable. In Illinois, the minimum liability coverage is $25,000. Um, Sometimes, you run into cases where the at-fault party only has minimum coverage, and so that can really limit recovery unless there are additional policies at play above and beyond the limits of the at-fault party, such as underinsurance coverage through your own auto policy, or sometimes there are third parties that can be brought into a case to increase the amount of money available. And fifth, the impact on your daily life really matters. Pain, limitations, inability to participate in your normal daily activities, and how the injury affects you and your family are all things that I like to bring up to insurance adjusters when they're evaluating a claim in order to increase the damages that my clients recover. Sixth, your lawyer matters. At 217 Law, our philosophy is we try to do whatever's in our client's best interest. Sometimes that means settling a case quickly, as painlessly as possible, so that our clients can, receive their money and move on with their lives. But other times, a lot of times, that means fighting an insurance adjuster until they treat our clients fairly. And if the adjuster is not going to treat our clients fairly, then we just file a lawsuit. And we're willing to go the distance. We're willing to take a case to trial. Not every law firm can really say that though. Every case, that being said, is different. Two accidents that look similar on paper can really have very different values, depending on the facts, treatment, available insurance coverage, etc. If you've been injured in a car accident anywhere in Central Illinois and you have any questions about what your case might be worth, please feel free to reach out. Be happy to talk to you.